Well, back in December, Canada Post announced that it will be phasing out door-to-door delivery of regular mail. The move is part of a wider effort to reduce what it says are significant and regular losses. Now, the announcement caught most Canadians by surprise and left many people with unanswered questions and concerns. Well, tonight, residents of Surrey will have a chance to air those concerns at a town hall meeting, and to tell us more about it, we're joined on the line by Stephen Gale. He is the president of the Fraser Valley West Local of the Canadian Union of Postal Workers. Good afternoon to you, Stephen.
Good afternoon, Stephen. Thank you for having me on.
Thanks for taking the time with us. What is going to be happening tonight in Surrey?
Tonight in Surrey, we're giving the people of Surrey an opportunity, number one, to hear exactly what Canada Post is proposing with the elimination of door-to-door delivery and the increased postage rates. But more importantly, we're giving them a chance to ask questions, make comments, and so that we can pass those comments back to Canada Post and back to the Canadian government.
Do you have any hope at all that this is going to change anybody's mind?
We have seen so much support already, and it's only been just over a month since the announcement, that we do believe that we can change Canada Post's mind and the government's mind, because they're obviously supporting this position, and we're not going to give up. We're going to keep pushing forward and fighting back, and we're going to continue having meetings all around the country to let people say what they want to say.
You represent Fraser Valley West. Why begin with Surrey?
Well, Surrey is a central part of our local. It's the biggest part of our local, and it's a good area to start. There's a lot of people in Surrey that still get door-to-door delivery, and I think they're going to have a lot to say about this.
And are you going to be taking the town hall anywhere else? Yes,
we're planning to have it in all the other cities that we represent, which will be Delta, White Rock, and Langley.
So, Stephen, what have you been hearing from people in your region?
They're very concerned and upset. The most vocal people are people that are the most upset are the ones that have mobility issues, and they're saying, like, how am I supposed to go get my mail that now comes to my door at a box that's located 1, 2, 3 kilometers from my house? Some of them don't drive. Some are in wheelchairs, some use walkers, so how are they supposed to get that mail? And those are the people that are really saying, this isn't right.
Is that realistic, that a box could be 2 or 3 kilometers away from someone's home?
Absolutely. I mean, they only have so many locations where they can put these boxes, and most people now that have them, they quite often will stop on their way by with their car and leave their car running while they get their mail and then carry on home.
More and more Canadians are doing their business online these days. 2/3 of us already get our mail through community mailboxes. Tell me why this is such a big deal.
Well, it's actually only 25% of Canadians get their mail in a community mailbox. The other number that Canada Post included in that report were all the people that live in condominiums, apartments, and townhouses. So it is a big deal because it's over 5 million Canadians that get door-to-door, and many people, like I say, rely on that. There's a lot of home-based businesses that also rely on that mail delivery and don't have time in their day trying to run a business to go out and track down their mail every day.
But is this about the change itself or about the way the change was announced?
This is about the change. I mean, the announcement was wrong as well because there was no advance warning to the union, to the people that do the work, the people that are affected. It was a surprise announcement the day after Parliament recess for the holidays. But the change itself, we don't think is right. We believe that in your opening you said Canada Post is suffering significant and regular losses. That's actually not true. They've posted a profit for 17 of the last 18 years. The only year they posted an annual loss was in 2011, which is when they actually locked the postal workers out.
Yeah, that's a statement borrowed from Canada Post, by the way. Are there alternatives that the union would support here? We've heard a couple of alternatives floated, the idea of less frequent delivery, for instance.
That's not, again, that one affects businesses. The businesses are really concerned about less frequent delivery because a lot of businesses still rely on the mail. They still send invoices and receive checks through the mail. And again, a lot of those are home-based businesses. So that isn't viable for those those people specifically. And what the union believes and what we've been pushing forward with Canada Post to get them to listen is the concept of postal banking in Canada.
And tell me how that would work.
Well, postal banking is very successful around the world. Almost every postal organization in the world has some form of it, and it can take different forms, from complete financial services offered under the banner of a post office to a partnership with banks. And we believe that the most sensible way in Canada would be to have a partnership with one or more of the existing banks and use the vast Canada Post retail network to provide services.
Stephen, appreciate your time. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Stephen.
You take care. Bye-bye now.
Bye-bye.